Okay, who's here with me? What is up, everybody? Crazy day in the market, yeah? Let me just zoom this in a little bit. There we go. That looks a little better. Zoom in a little more. Oh, yeah. All right. Got the camera on lock. Who can hear me right now? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Type a 3 if you can hear me. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the live stream today. We're going to be going over this insane market right now. This week, we finally just dropped out of the sky. It was about time. It was about freaking time. B. Smith in the building. All right, guys. Let's get right into these charts, huh? Okay. Now, I have been getting the note that I'm not zoomed in enough, so I'll make sure today I'm nice and zoomed in so you guys can see. I just posted in our RLT Slack this play, which I'll show you. And I took it off a little early, I'll be honest, because, you know, I'm not trying to fight a downtrend, but it was just this 10 EMA right here, which it looks like it just hit target. So, but I'll be honest, I took it off right there because we had this resistance and we also had the 50 EMA. So I took it off a little early. You know, I'm working on a 250K funded account, so I'm not trying to mess stuff up. Always selling the strength on your Apex accounts, guys. Now, real quick, I'm going to just copy this and bring it over here. And we'll put it right here today, so I don't block anything, but so you guys can see my face. So, and I'm just going to text out this link to a couple more people, because why not? Just want to make sure everyone can join. Okay, so what is going on in this market right now? Does anyone want to tell me? Because this is crazy, man. All right, we're going to go to the daily first and foremost. QQQ daily. Does my internet want to work? Yes, it does. All right, cool. So QQQ daily. Let's just get a bear chart going. And let's just look at the situation here. So we are getting a pretty hefty pullback. If we go ahead and look at other pullbacks that have happened, we had this one back here for 8%. We had this one right here for 4%. And now on this one, we're down about 5%. Now, typical pullbacks on the market are anywhere from 5 to 15%. Those are pretty normal. Once you start getting up towards 10, those are more rare. 15s are really rare. I think we usually only get like maybe one a year, but we haven't gotten one in a really long time. So obviously, let's see this one here. This was an 11%. So that's a pretty big one. This is obviously the bear market here, but you can see back here, this is now we're looking at 2021, which we had an 8%, 7%, 12. Let's see this one. 10. And this was the last really big 15%er. You can see right there, we're about 14%. So we haven't had one do 15% in a while. Now, what are my predictions on this pullback? How deep could we go? Well, let's look at a few things, okay? First and foremost, let's pull up the moving averages. Okay, the 100 and the 200, which are going to continue to move up. Right. Well, they'll kind of do this if we keep coming down, something like that. They'll probably do. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and change those colors so we're consistent here. Okay. Oh, not orange, red. All right. So something like that's going to occur, and then let's see. So to the blue line would be 10%. Okay. Nice, healthy pullback. You know, we're coming right into this this level of support here, right? That's a level of support. I could totally see that happening. And then if we went to the red line, that would be 12%. So I think both of those are really likely. Let's see what happens. I mean, I think here's the thing, guys. We have this gap that is yet to be filled, and I'm just gonna drill in here for a second. That gap is probably going to fill. Right? I mean, we also have one down here. I don't think we're going to get down there, but this gap, it should fill. And we have this same gap on NQ actually. Let's see. So this looked like it filled, but it actually didn't. Right here. See that? So I think this is going to go lower. I'm in puts. If you're wondering what puts I'm in the QQQM 193 strike. Why did I pick 193? Well, because that's the gap. I had 5 of them. I've already closed 2. I have 3 left, and they're up about 300%. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, they're up about 300%. I believe they're August expiration. So yeah. What do you guys want to look over today? You guys want to look over all the amazing stock plays that are setting up? So what have I been buying today? So I bought Amazon. Okay. I mean, but why, Calvin? Oh, I don't know. Why do you think? It likes to bounce off the blue line, and it made a new high. So now, could it come to here? Sure. But that's why I'm not like, I didn't throw 100K in at the blue line. I threw in a little bit, you know, and I'll scale in. You know, Jeremy just posted in the Slack channel that he sold a, 165 by 160 bull put spread. Super good. So Jeremy is in that credit spread, and let's just see for a second. We're going to log into this. We'll let that do its thing. Thinkorswim takes forever. You guys are probably familiar with that. But how's everyone been doing on their Apex accounts? Any updates? I'm currently doing a 250K account, and I'm about halfway. So I'm just about at 7K. I guess 7,500 would be halfway because target's 15,000. But yeah, working on that. But yeah, guys. So for Amazon, it's probably something like that. That's how I would load it. And you can load it with options, debit spreads. Now, if you're going to do options, I suggest you pick a strike that's at least halfway down. So that's why, well, I kind of went a little aggressive. I picked the 175 as my long strike on the debit spread. So right in here. But you could pick the 170s too. That's probably a little safer. It's probably what I should have done, but whatever. It's fine. Or you can do what Jeremy did, the bull put spread. So that's always cool. Yes, or you could just do shares. I mean, you know, you could buy 10, 20, 30, 50. That's like 120 share pyramid. Your average will be just somewhere down here, which by the time we get here, right, you'll probably be right on the 200, and then we'll just hopefully bounce out of there, right? And if you don't, then you own Amazon at around 165 or 170, which is a great price for it. You got a hammer here, right? I guess we could come all the way down and fill this gap. So if you wanted to keep adding all the way down into 160, I wouldn't be mad about that. I mean, that's only what? A 40-point pyramid? It's not crazy. And what's nice is if it gets down there, we're definitely going to be rock bottom on the RSI, right? So if Amazon pulls back 20%, guys, you got to get some. Who shopped on Prime Day? What'd you guys get on Prime Day? What did you guys get on Prime Day? That's what I want to know. All right. Next, I'm going to look at this one. Oh, not that. I mean, come on, guys. When was the last time Chipotle went back to its 200? October 2023, and what did it do? This thing loves to bounce off the 200, 200, 200, 200. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. Chipotle never freaking pulls back this much. It left a gap right here. Come on. This is what I'm doing, okay? Buy all the way down into like here-ish and then take it back up to like there. That's what I'm doing. So I actually sold the, what was it? I sold the, so I sold to open the 3 weeks out, 49 put for 125. I did that today. I did that, guys. Yeah, so that's a cool play. I don't know. I've been scaling in since back up here. Like I kind of started scaling in here. I sold this. I'll buy more here. I'm hoping to get at least 100 shares of this, if not 200, to be honest. Just because Chipotle, guys, it's such a good stock usually, right? Like, look how this thing is performed, man. I mean, this looks like a tech stock, right? This looks like the QQQ. Like, you're looking at it and you're like, wait, what? I mean, even in the bear market last year, it dropped similar to QQQ, like in that 30 to 40%, right? So it holds up. I mean, this is serious, and I believe it's in the S&P 500 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, definitely going to be buying some of that. Let's look at the AVWAP. So if I draw from the low here, okay. And if I draw from this swing low, ooh, we're right around it. Love that. So from the last major swing low, which is here, AVWAP is in this zone. So that makes me like it even more. And I also like to draw them from the highs, right? So AVWAP's cool. Check it out. I don't know. I find that it's helpful. Very, very helpful. Major areas of support. I mean, we had one right here that we broke today. We got one right there. We got one right there. And we got one right there. Do I think it's going to drop to all those, to every single one of those levels? Probably not. But if it does, oh my gosh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I'll have to like pull out a loan or something and just put it all into Chipotle. Anyways, and they got earnings coming up next week. That'll be interesting. Earnings, that's what's crazy, is this is all happening right before earnings, which is wild to me. Like, does someone know something we don't? Or is this like a play by the market makers to like dump everything and then pop it on the earnings? Is this all election based? I know it's a lot. The news is saying chips, right? Like chip makers, there's going to be like restrictions, but you know, who knows? All right. So who's all in here? Who's all in here? Is Giselle in here? All right, guys. So the next one that I want to look at is Meta. This thing has finally... Dude, what is going on with my internet today? This thing has fallen out of bed. Oh my gosh, nothing will load. This is dumb. All right, we're past the 100. Now we're looking at the 200. The 200 looks real good, guys. I mean, we've got this spot we bounced up previously, 200 right here, a gap fill right here that we never filled. This is just a huge, and you have the 400 level. This is just a huge level of support. So I'm going to be looking at Meta. I want it to go a little lower. I'd probably start buying it around here. I'll buy some here, and I'll definitely buy a lot here. So kind of a triangle like that. That's my load for that. Giselle, are you just rich off NVIDIA puts or what? Didn't you have NVIDIA puts? Her and I had a one-on-one the other day, and when was that, Giselle? Was that back here? We were talking about it right here. Yeah, I remember. Look I have it drawn. This is literally still drawn from our one-on-one. And we said, oh, well, what if we got short here? I hope you did that. I hope you bought puts. I hope you have them. Oh, she's like, I am rich off of NVIDIA puts. Let's go. SMCI and Apple. Dang, dude. She's just crushing it out here. Crushing it. Giselle, show me some love. Tell the people that they should do a one-on-one with me. Type it in the chat pane if it was worth it. All right, guys. So next is I'm going to... Oh, this is a good one right here. This is a freaking good one right here. So I bought Ethereum off the 200. It came up. When we came up near the 100, I sold. But now we're getting this sexy little compression on top of the 100, and I might get back in. So what I'm going to do is probably do like something like that right there with a stop right here, right? In hopes that we finally get the push to all-time highs. Ethereum still hasn't done it. Bitcoin did it, but Ethereum did not. Would really love to see Ethereum get to like 5,000, right? Everyone wants to see it happen. Like Ethereum 5,000, and it's just like hasn't yet, and it's just sort of annoying. So, yeah. That's another one I'm looking at. What else? Let's just look at all the majors here. I mean, obviously I'm in Tesla, guys. This is like my biggest play right now. If you guys didn't hear, I shorted Tesla. I was shorting Tesla all in here, just getting my face ripped off. And then on this day when we dumped, I made like 2K. I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. But now I'm long, right? So now what I'm doing is I'm setting up, I think I started getting long here, and I'll buy it all the way down into here, guys. I will. If it takes a trip down here over earnings, I'll be a buyer, because we're officially in a bear trend. I mean, I'm sorry, a bull trend, right? Because we finally broke this. So it would make sense for it to come up, retest, and then start to do this. Okay. So I'm in that for sure. Love me some Tesla. Jeremy's in that too. Him and I took that together. What else, guys? What tickers do you want me to look at? I mean, in terms of NQ, so here's what I think is going to happen. I'm not surprised we're bouncing here. Why? Well, because that, right? And this hammer was down here. This. So I think we could even pull up here and throw in like a little hammer today, and then maybe chop around. And then I think at some point we do come down and fill this gap on NQ. And then we'll really see. You know, I don't know. Are we going to get all the way down to the 100? Maybe. I'd like to. If we get down to this level right here on QQQ, I will open a lot of calls. I just will, because I have to. I literally have to, guys. And if we somehow get down to this level, I'll open even more. Now, I'll do like kind of some long dated ones, right? I'll probably do like, I don't know, 60 days out, 90 days out. Just give myself some time. If they're too expensive, I can run them as debit spreads. There's a lot of different options, you know what I mean? I could do this as, if I want to do shares, I could do this with TQQQ, right? I mean, let's just say, for example, we got down to, let's throw it up again. Okay, so we'll just say right here, okay? stop below this low, retarget the high if Trump wins, which he probably will at this point. And I mean, 20 points, right? 20 points. What if you had 1,000 shares, right? $20,000. What if you had 500 shares? Still 10K, right? So think about it, right? And it's like, I understand that's $30,000 you'd have to put in. I do, which is a lot of money. But honestly, guys, you get on these things every day and you're day trading, and it's like you got your $500 R, your $1,000 R, and it's like up and down, up and down. Or you could just like take your entire account and just throw it into TQQQ at the blue line and just like see what happens. I don't know. Like some of you are like, no, that's ridiculous. I'm like, is it though? Is it ridiculous? Because I mean, forget about this back here for a second. This was the bear market, but usually this was the election year. Okay. That's what we're in now, an election year. So wouldn't it make a lot of sense for this to come down, touch this area, Trump gets elected, and it does that? I don't know. Makes sense to me. And guess what? If I'm wrong, I just lose money. That's all I lose. I'm not losing a family member or, losing my creativity or losing my sight or, never able to experience joy again. I'm just losing money. That's it. It's not a big deal. What else, guys? We're only 20 minutes into this live. I feel like y'all want me to take a trade, so let's just look at what's going on right now. We are getting a pretty serious bounce. I'd probably take a trade here if we started to roll over. Let me just confirm that's where VWAP is on QQQ as well. Okay, we're almost to VWAP on QQQ. So if we turn around somewhere in this area, I would consider a short. But take your time. No rush. Oh my gosh, where is that? There's the 50. That's the pink line. We're still so above it. I'm not surprised we're heading up right now, right? We talked about this a couple times now that this can actually act as a magnet if you're really far away from it. Okay. And QQQ on the, oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Ready? So go to the 1 hour QQQ and turn on the RSI. Look at this divergence right here. That's some serious divergence. And actually, I believe you can just double click this and how do you do that, guys? How do you turn on, show divergence? Oh, it didn't draw the line. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Anyways, that's divergence. So I'm not surprised. We're probably, even on the 4 hour, we touched 27 on the RSI. So a bounce here is totally like, we knew, right? We knew there was a bounce coming here. Now, how much is it going to bounce? I don't know. I wouldn't be too greedy because this is kind of a gnarly sell-off right now. But yeah, if you're in this bounce, like, congrats. Like, you're doing great, right? You're doing great. There's the bullet. Oh, I just didn't have it. What the hell? Why isn't it showing this? It should. Weird. Okay. So yes, if you were going to take a trade, it's a tough one. I don't know. The move's kind of already happened today. I'll be honest. Like, in my opinion, like when this neckline got broken, that was the clear short right there, right? Like, here are the trades I would have taken today. Market opens, I wait until 10:30. There's my 10 EMA setup right there. That is 1,000% the trade I would have taken if I wasn't working with my personal trainer. Right there, below the pink line, huge break of the neckline, flush. Then we come back up and touch it again, right in the neckline, fall again. It's just perfect, right? And then down here, this is where I took that 10 EMA long just because we were at that point, guys. I mean, seriously, on the 4 hour, we were very oversold. But what's crazy is on the daily, we're still only at 50 RSI. This thing has a lot more room to go. I'm telling you, it can go lower. It can go a lot lower. Will it? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what else. Oh, that's interesting. I would love, oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to run that pyramid. I love Costco so much. And I'm actually pissed because about a year ago I had this triangle drawn. And I was like, if it breaks out of the triangle, I'm going to get long because it's right above the 2 major moving averages. And I just never did. Just like total dum-dum. Guys, here's what you got to realize when it comes to the market. Everyone wants to be a dip buyer, but when the dip comes, most people are freaking scared because there's bad news. Well, of course there's bad news. It wouldn't be down if there wasn't. Grit your teeth, buy it. You'll be happy you did. I mean, seriously, stop trying to plan and just predict everything all the time. You don't need to. Make a plan. Be like, okay, cool. If Costco gets to 700, I'm gonna buy some, and just when it gets there, buy it. Don't overcomplicate this. Or maybe you want to do a weekly chart. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if it would ever get if it got down to here, I would have to buy some. Man, it really just took off. Lulu. So this is a pretty beaten up stock. I don't usually buy stocks like this when they're this beaten up, but we are coming into a level of support, which is the pre-COVID high. Okay. On a monthly chart, we've got the 100 right there, which I love. So this could be something you scale into, but this is long-term, guys. This is long-term. You might have to hold this for a year or two. Okay. Same thing with Nike, another apparel brand. Love that we're pulling into this 200 day here on the monthly, which is also the COVID low. Really cool. Would probably buy some Nike. I don't think Nike is going to go out of business in 20 years. I think it's going to be around. So that's why I would love to buy some in my IRA. Okay. Oh, what else? Let's check out Google. Google. All right. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The best play of the year I had was Google off of the 200 right here. So if Google comes back down to the 100 or 200, I'm going to do it again. I'm not even going to hesitate. I'm just going to be like, boop, bye. That's it. I don't care. It's freaking Google, guys. They own, where are we right now? We're on YouTube. They own that. So got to pick up some Google. Guys, throw some tickers out. Come on. What do you want me to analyze here? Now, I did set up a swing trade. I did a little mini swing trade. Let me show you what I did here. It's sneaky. I call it my sneaky trade. So what I did was I set up I want to say right there, I've got a buy limit order for 4 MNQs. And here's my idea. I think we're going to tap this zone. I mean, we may already be bouncing now. You know what I mean? But you never know. Maybe this rolls over. We take one more leg down. But my idea was we come down and tap this zone, and then we come back up into here maybe. and then one more rollover. And this would be like with 4 MNQs, we'll just call it a 500 just for easy math. 500 times 2 is 1,000, and I have 4 of them, so it'd be $4,000. Now, I understand that's risky. A lot of you are like, hell no. But what's cool is like, you could do 3, right? And if you wanted to, you could just not be a wimp and do it with me. No, I'm just kidding. No, if you wanted to like do this play, I encourage you first to really analyze like where you're at in your trading career and like how you feel emotionally, like buying, just pinning a level, right? Like most people, I recommend the pyramid to because it's just so much easier to manage. Like if you're doing something like that, that's so much easier to manage. Pinning something, just being like, I'm getting in right there, full boat. Like that's scary, right? Because what can happen is if this comes down, goes right through it and then comes back up, now that's like the top of the S curve and you're just like screwed. Whereas in a pyramid, you're not going to have that problem as much, right? Because let's say it does this, right? You buy, and then down here you get the inverted head and shoulders, right? That's the whole idea of the pyramid. So your average is down here and you're already in the green and this person's like freaking out. And this is why when we come up into that level, that would be a resistance. Because all the people that are trapped are like, oh my gosh, I'm finally back at break even, and they get out, and that's why it would sell off again. So I think about it. I might cancel this order. If we hammer out of here today, if we like close up here today or something, I'll just cancel the order because I clearly just didn't get the level right. But we'll see what happens. Definitely some profit taking by the bears right now happening. How are the Apex accounts going? They're going great. I got a 250K account right now. And I'm trying to grow it. I think the target's 15K. I'm up 7K in it. Just kind of trading here and there. I haven't really been doing my Hail Mary technique. That is a way though to pass, guys. Just so you know. You can open like 10, 25K accounts and just Hail Mary every position. Like you would just get in like whatever, 5 or 10 NQs right here and just hold. Do that in one account. And another account, just get in like 5 or 10 of oil down here and just hold. And like one of them will pass. It will. And then you're just in a live account. They don't care what you do in the evals. There's no rules. All the rules are in the PA account. So, you're going to spend some money doing it that way, but think about it. If you open up 10, 25K accounts, $30 each, and you blow up 7 of them, but you pass 3, yeah, you spent $300, but now you're in 3 live accounts. Now you're going to have to pay for those live accounts activations too. So that'll be another 100 per. So $600 you spent, but now you're in 3 live accounts. I don't know. To me, it's like kind of worth it. But everyone's different. Like for me, I just want to get into the PA as fast as possible. You know what I mean? That's how I roll. I don't like take too much time. I just kind of put the hammer down and just try to get in. Oh, you found out what the hard way? That the rules are different in the PA? Yeah. They've got some rules in the PA. In the eval, though, they do not care. They're just like, dude, just pass. Just pass. So, not surprised that we're getting some selling here. A little resistance. And why is that? Well, because we're right at VWAP, right? So, we're going to get a little something, something right there every time. Oh my gosh, we didn't go over this today. This is just, I've been buying this. Look at this. Just faked everyone out hard. Like, comes down, comes up, breaks above the 200, the 100. It's like, oh my gosh, we're in a bull trend. Boom. No, we're not. But what you should notice is if you follow Tony's S-curve rules, technically we would have to close below this candle for it to go bear, and we haven't. We bounced right there. So I actually bought a little bit right here today. I did. I bought some. And you have to, because what if it goes up here and fills this gap, right? It's like, of course. We did. We talked about this. AMD, man, that is serious. In like 3 days, we dropped 20%. Gotta buy some. Have to, even if it's just a little bit. 4-hour RSI. Daily RSI getting down there. Give her some time. AMD's not going anywhere, guys. They're huge. Worst case, it comes to here. I think that'd be like worst case. But look we're right around the pre-bear market high. This is a good area for support, I think. I don't know. Just don't get greedy and you guys will be okay. The only time it's okay to be greedy, in my opinion, in the market is when you don't have a lot of something. So let's say like it comes down and you bought 5 shares, right? You can be greedy because you only have 5 shares. But if you bought 500 shares right here and it pops up into this gap, you need to be trimming. You don't be greedy. You know, at least trim, if not close it, because now you got a lot on the line, right? How I'd stay in a winning trade longer, on which time frame? Swinging or on like day trade? I can give you an example here. So let's look at this. Let's look at today, okay? Market opens. I don't usually trade the first hour. We come down into this whole level of support, right? You can see the support right there. I'll draw it a little higher, like right there. Clear support from yesterday and early in the morning, right? So we come down. It's 10:30 right here. 10:27 on this candle. I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot, right? Technically, your entry could be there if you wanted it to be. Or you could be conservative and put it below the break of this neckline. But we'll just say your entry was right there, okay? And your stop is somewhere here, 50-point stop. That's totally normal for me on NQ, okay? And I would target 1.3. Okay, now, the question was, how do you stay in your winners longer? So let's say I open 2, which would be pretty normal for me to do, okay? 2 NQs. First one comes down, hits target, right? Hits target. You're good. Now on the second one, you could say, I'm only going to close it unless if we get a close over the 3-minute 10 EMA. Now, here's the thing though. I actually like to do so I get in on the 3-minute, but then I like to close on the 5-minute because it's more people trade on the 5-minute, I find. So we go to the 5-minute, you'll notice that we never closed over the 10 EMA right there. So you'd still be in on your second contract, okay? Let's see where it finally closed. Right there, you can see that little candle right there. That's where we closed over the 10 EMA on the 5-minute. Now, I know you entered on the 3. I know that. But what I'm saying is do this. If you want to do the whole like hold until it closes over the 10 EMA thing, do that on a 5-minute. Tip of the day. I'm telling you, it works. So what's cool is on your first let's just figure this out. So on your first contract, you got 70 points. So what's 70 times 20? Quick math. Who knows? 1,400. So you made four. So we're just going to draw this out. 2 NQs, TP1, P&L was plus 1,400. And then on your second one, which you closed here, 228 points, which I'm sorry, guys, I'm not that good. I know it's probably like $5,000, right? 228 times 20, 4,560. So TP2 trailing 4,560, which gives you a grand total of $6,000. So like what's cool is you risked 1,000-ish and you made almost 6. So you know what I mean? Because you got to remember this too. Let's say, because I feel you, bro. We all get paper hands sometimes. But let's just say you entered here. Your stop was 50 points. And it comes down, hits target, and then your second one's running, and it comes up, and you get spooked right here. You're still in the green. It never went back into the red. Ever. So if your stop, if after the first one, because like what you could do, let's just say like you're like, dude, I just want to like, I don't even want to watch this today. I just want to like walk away from my computer. So you trim your first one here, and then let's say your stop started up here, right? We'll make this red. So this is your stop, right? At the beginning of the trade. I'm just gonna take these off. So your TP1 was right here. You took off one contract. You're letting the other one run. As soon as you take off TP1, you can just slam this to like slightly in the green. Just walk away. That's all you got to do. I don't like putting stops at break even because I'm like, I'm in this trade to make money, not to break even. I'm in here to lose or win. I don't want to like just like dilly dally around and like, you know what I mean? So I like to put it either like there or like, that big bear candle would be hard to take out. So I put it right there and then just walk away. And then what you do is, like I said, you come to the 5 minute, okay? You come to the 5 minute, you throw on the 10 EMA, and you're going to double click this. I'm sorry, you're going to click this gear. Oh my gosh, guys, I shouldn't be allowed to do this. You're going to click this 3 dots, add alert, in queue, crossing the 10 EMA, once per bar close, create, and now you can literally walk away from your computer. You've already trimmed at TP1, and you can just walk away. Go about your day. And then at some point at freaking 12:25, you're going to get a push notification to your phone saying, in queue, just closed above the 10 on the 5 minute. And you're just going to pull up your phone and mark it out. That's it. So altogether, you were in this trade for 1, 2, 3 candles. So 9 minutes. Takes you a minute to set up this. So 10 minutes. We'll add in 5 minutes for setting up the trade and getting ready for it. So 15 minutes in. So you spend 15 minutes trading today. And then you don't look at the chart the rest of the day if you're strong. I know some of you will look at the chart because you're like, what's it doing? But literally you don't have to because you have your stop and you have your alert. And then maybe you're at ice cream with your kids and boop, you get the notification and you're like, close it and you're like, oh, that's cool. $6,000. Cool. It's going to be a fun weekend. You know what I mean? Now, this is a special day, right? Like we've had 2 crazy sell-off days, right? So, I mean, this isn't going to happen all the time, but it happens a lot. I mean, let's just go back to yesterday. So, hold on. Yeah, yesterday. So market opens. I don't trade for the first hour. 10:30 rolls around. We get all this compression. And then there's the 10 EMA setup, actually. So this is where I would have gotten in. And this would have been a pretty boring afternoon, I'll be honest. But depending on what you did and how slowly you moved your stop, because you're going to move your stop every point too. There, then there, then there, then there. You know what I mean? Like maybe you would have gotten trailed out, or maybe if you just held till the end, you hit target. But yeah. But see, the reason I'm showing you this is because let's say you're like your TP1 was right here or something. You know, like maybe your TP1 is at 1R, right? And then you throw on that strategy, the 5 minute on the 10, you're going to get the notification like 10 minutes to close it. So not every day it's going to work like that. It's only on days where like the trend really runs, but those are the days you got to capitalize on. I'm telling you. So like, for example, I'll show you this on a higher time frame. QQQM, I mentioned earlier, I have puts on this. My strike these are August puts. My strike is 193. I want it to come down, and I was opening them up here. I want it to come down here. So I closed one yesterday. I closed one today. I've got 3 left. Now, I could close all 3 right here, the last 3 I have, or I could throw on the 10 EMA and say, I'm not closing my puts until we get a close over this. Because, guys, what if it does this? I have August expiration. What if it does this over the next 3 weeks? And it comes down into this level we were talking about. I could be up 1,000% on those puts. Like, I'm not even kidding. If those puts go $10 in the money, when I was buying these at 50 cents up here, and right now they're worth like $2.50. It's crazy. So like, yeah. Because usually once an option goes into the money, every point you're going to make $100 per contract, typically. You got to look at the delta, but that's sort of what happens. Because once your option goes into the money, the intrinsic value starts to really pick up. The gamma, the delta, theta starts to die, and it's just like this exponential. That's why people trade them, because while futures are leveraged, you don't have that same type of exponential leverage. It's linear in futures. Does that make sense? So we'll see what's up. Oh, man. Anything else you guys want me to go over? I got 10 minutes and I got to get off, but anything else? I'm trying to think. Let's do this real quick. Let's check out a little heat map. You guys ever do this? You guys know about this, right? Type a 5 if you know about this. Who knows about the heat map? Giselle, do you know about the heat map? So what you're going to do here is you're going to select what you want, day, week, month. So like this is just today. This is just showing every stock that's down or up today. And I've got S&P 500 selected. So it's just showing me the 500 and the S&P 500. But it's cool because I can like look at this and be like, cool, this helps you to select swings, right? I can be like, okay, cool. Well, I didn't look at JPM today, but it's down. Oh, I should go check out JPM, right? And then I can run over to JPM and just see Okay, what's JPM doing? Okay, JPM isn't really that down. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can come in here. And but what I like to do is do 1 week. 1 week is really like where it's at. The 1 week and the 1 month. LLY. Like, whoa, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably never would have looked at this, but this is a massive company, almost $1 trillion market cap, right? These guys make a lot of medical stuff, if I'm not mistaken, right? So support there. Where's the moving averages? Oh my gosh. Wait, you're trying to tell me there's support and the 100 right there? And it's about to hit 30 on the RSI? So it's just like, okay, that's a buy. That's a freaking buy. But I never would have thought to look at that if I hadn't looked at the heat map. Right? And there it is staring me right in the face, bright red. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. You know, and then you can kind of see, okay, well, what's actually doing well? Okay, well, energy seems pretty green. Maybe I just go read up on energy tonight. Right? Financials still seem green. Well, let's look over the past month. Okay, well, we know we've been in a bull market, so we're seeing a lot less, you know, red here. But NVIDIA's down for the last month. AVGO. I know someone who trades AVGO. Broadcom. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is gross. I'm sad I came to. Look at this disgusting double top. Into a gap fill. Guys, is there a 10 EMA setup up here? Not on the daily, but man, on the 4 hour, there's got to be one. That is when this. Let me just show you something. When this hammer gets broken right here on the 4 hour, that's the easiest trade in the world. You could just stop here. You could just stop here. But that's an easy trade. That's an easy trade. Okay. Don't argue with me. No, I'm just kidding. What else? AMAT. I don't even know what that is. You can go to 3 month. So this is what's cool, right? Is you can say, okay, well, over the last 3 months, some of these energy stocks weren't doing very well. So it's, I mean, come on. 10 EMA setup. Dude, Johnny's so good. Man. Let's draw some moving averages. And it bounced off the 200. Okay, I'm actually pissed I didn't take this now. Dude. And who can tell me what... Oh, shit. What's that? That's kind of cool. I never even... What did I just draw? I have no idea. Guys, there's so many cool tools on TradingView. You got to explore. But what's this? That's a double bottom. It's a double bottom off the 200. I quit. Just kidding. Oh, man. Well, I guess I'm going to have to wait now for the pullback into the 100, which isn't as good at all, but I'll take it. Maybe. Oh, man. Ugh. Yeah, it makes total sense, too, because we made a new high here. Right? Like, I wouldn't be as motivated to buy off of the 100 and 200 like when it came down this time, because we like tapped a new high. It's like, it's not really convincing. Same thing here. We didn't really make a new high, but this time this is a clear high, right? Like, this is clearly a new high. So it's like, okay, when it pulls back this time, like, I'm definitely going to buy off of it. You know what I mean? Because you want to make sure you're on the right side of the trend. And that's hard to determine sometimes in sideways moving stocks. It is. You see how they just kind of run through there? I just had an alert go off. What was that? NQ. Oh, I had. We turned that on. Hold on. Let's go back to NQ. Let's see what it's doing. It's looking a little roly-poly-oly right now. Okay, guys. I mean, if you wanted to, right? Only if you want to, though. Only if you want to take a short in a downtrending market, you know? I love it. So that's a 10 EMA setup right there. And let's see if it'll let me. I don't know if I've ever logged in on. I think I'm not logged in right now, but I'm logged in on my phone. So let me see if I can take this. If we get a retest. Stand by. I'll show proof that I'm getting in this, by the way. All right. Sell limit 1. Okay. If we come back up and retest, I'll be filled. There's your proof. Hold on, let me make this big. There's my limit order. See it? There's my limit order. Okay. So we'll see if it wants to come back up and fill me, and we can take this short. Actually, no. I'm just going to log in on here so you guys can see it. Hold on. Log out. I'll just move this over here real quick and do it. You guys can't even see my thing right now. Okay. All right, guys. So what else do you want to look at here? What else are you guys interested in? Type it in. Let me know what you guys are interested in. All right. What tickers do you guys want us to look at right now? All right. I'm logged into Tradevate now. Where can you review my triangle strategy? I have a couple videos on YouTube. If you just type in pyramid on our YouTube, you can check it out. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna get filled here. I missed the boat. Oh man, I missed the boat. Oh come on, just come back up and fill me. Who wants to take this trade with me? Come on. Who's got some guts? We're in a downtrending market. We've already gotten the bounce. What do you think? And my stop could even be like right there, like 50 points, right? We don't need to get greedy here. You'll do Qs. This, I might have already missed this. I don't even know if it's going to come back. The selling is so like intense. This would be a really good trade though. I love this setup. I just need it to come back and fill me. I think I was too late, sir. So I have a rule. If it gets halfway to target, I just cancel. Like I won't wait. If it does this and then this, I won't like get filled then. You know what I mean? So like this, that was already almost halfway to target, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cancel this. I missed this. All good. Hopefully some of you didn't. And you caught that little 10 EMA right there. Reversal at around VWAP. Remember, guys, VWAP's going to look a little different on NQ versus QQQ. If you go to QQQ, you can see that's exactly where it turned around, was at VWAP. And then we came down, and you got the 10, the 20, the 50 all crossing over, and the break of not one, but two bull candles closing under the 10. And here comes the flush, right? We're in a bear trend. Stop trying to be bullish in a bear trend. Oh, but Calvin, you said that the pink line can be a magnet if we're far away from it. Yeah, it can. And look, it did it already a little bit. Don't get when we're below the pink line. If you're going to take a counter trend trade, be fast, be quick. I took this trade and I got out right there because I was just like, I don't want to mess around with the bears. The bears are pissed off right now. They're pissed off. UNH. I have no idea. I have no idea. I would have to do more research on that. It's probably news based. I mean, so is Tesla though. Tesla's barely dropped. Tesla's like, what's a red day? I don't know what a red day is. I just throw in bull flags before I go higher, like on a red day. It's funny. So guys, I was late. I couldn't get in that one, but if you took the NQ short, you're probably doing great right now. You may have already hit target. I don't know. But I have got to get off. I'm going to get some lunch. I got calls today. Like I said, I already traded this morning. The two trades I took were this little one right here, this little pop. You can see the indicator. I got in long there and I got in short there. And then the other trade I took today was right there at the break of this candle. And I got out right there at support. Those are the two trades I took today. I made $1,500 on this one. I made $1,000 on this one, $2,500 in the funded account. I only take two trades a day. I was only going to take this third one just because I'm on the live and I want to give you guys examples. But normally I wouldn't even be looking at the market right now. I'd be out enjoying lunch and just chilling. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll keep doing these. All right. And God bless you all. So